Guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I want to review FSPGX in more detail, Fidelity's large cap growth index fund. This is a fund that I personally invest in. I've been putting my money in since 2022. And before we get into it, I just want to show you my investments, my skin in the game, so you can kind of get a better understanding. FSPGX, you can see I have two of them. And right now I have currently about $33,000 invested in. And I've been investing in them since 2022. I'm up over 27% on total gains, just dollar cost averaging in over the years. And I just want to show you why I think that this is such an important fund and it really could be great for you too. So it's something to consider. But just looking through my track record, I have been purchasing them. You can see the years on the left side right here. Since December 15th of 2022, not much money, just buying a few shares, 11 shares, 1 share, 3 shares, just throughout time. As time goes by, I do automatic investments every single week. I continue to buy, but this fund has continued to grow exponentially for me in the past couple of years. FSPGX is almost unbeatable. You are getting the top companies and it has such a low expense ratio that there's just so much to get into, but let's just go over the details of it. The expense ratio right off the bat is 0.035%. And when you really do the math on that, you are paying 35 cents for every $1,000 invested, which is super low. And look at the companies that you are getting invested with this. Before we start looking at performance, instead of buying individual stocks, you're getting Apple 11.76% of this fund, Nvidia 11%, Microsoft 10%, Amazon 6%, Meta 4%, Google, there's two of them, so you get 3.39 and 2.86. Tesla 3%, Broadcom, Eli Lilly, and the list goes on and on. These top 10 holdings make up 58% of the total portfolio. You have your money in the big dogs, the big caps, and that's where I want it to be for large growth. There are 399 companies within this fund, FSPGX, but 10 of these companies make up almost 59%. So keep that in mind. Now, this is high growth. You're going to have ups and downs when the market pulls back. But as you look here at the major market sectors, you are in technology at 48%. So you're going for high growth. This mimics the Russell 1000 for growth. The reason I like this fund so much, obviously the performance is excellent. We're going to get into that. But you're getting a fund that is basically passive, that is such a low expense ratio, that all you have to do is set it and forget it. And I'll post that video at the end of this, automatic investments. And it's just so easy to set up if you're interested, just so you know how to do it on the Fidelity platform. Just look at the life of the fund. 18.76% gains every single year compounding. Just this year, 37.94%. Now you will have downturns. You will have times where this fund does not perform so well. But look at the last 5 years on the top right over here, 19% a year. Technology is the way to go. And yes, you will have dips. Like you can see here, you had dips during COVID, it dipped. 2022, we had dips. Those were buying opportunities. Each share price right now is $40.50. And just continuing to rack up the shares. I'm going to keep buying this long term for the next 20 years. And I just want to make sure that you are aware of this fund because I think this is Fidelity's best fund overall. When you look at this, dividend history, not big dividends, you're focusing more on growth, but you got to look at the quality of the companies that you're getting. I mean, you're getting Apple, Nvidia, so many good things. Next, what I wanted to show you, just so you're aware, if you look at the fund overview, technology is the big piece, 48%. And it basically only follows the large capitalization of US companies. And it normally invests 80% of the assets within the Russell 1000 growth index. What's interesting is if you look at your 401ks and you look for growth funds, the expense ratios are never even close to this, 0.035%. So hard to find. In my 401ks, it's like a 1% fee. You can get this FSPGX for 0.035% and get these great growth companies. It's just a no-brainer to hold this long-term, continue to buy throughout the ups and downs. What I wanted to show you, just so you're aware, because it's not all sunshine and rainbows, look at 2022. Look how much FSPGX got crushed. It went down 30%. But if you were able to buy during that time, look at this. 2023, it went up 42%. 2024, 32%. That's incredible gains. So if you are, can stomach ups and downs, you have a bad down year of 30%, you're buying during that, just put it on a weekly basis, monthly basis, dollar cost average. Look, you're just really reaping the rewards right here by continuing to hold and just believing in the long-term fundamentals. Just something that I want to bring up to you guys. This is a fund that I truly believe in. It's the Fidelity Large Cap Growth Fund Index Fund, FSPGX. Do your own research, make your own investments. I make these videos just to make you exposed to it, to understand that there are good funds out there that you can continue just dollar cost average. I invest, now I upped my contributions to $500 every single Monday. I'm going to grow this YouTube portfolio, and I'm going to grow it the smart way. And I'm going to have a good asset of technology stocks within it so they can grow over time. I'll show you one of its competitors, the Fidelity Blue Chip Growth Fund, FBGRX. It is basically the same fund, but look at the expense ratio, 0.47%. Now, when you go to fees and distributions, that's $4.70 per $1,000. So a very similar fund, technology weighted. Looking at the composition of it, information technology, 45%. Companies that you see every day like Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Google, making up the same percent, 60% of the portfolio, holding around 400 companies, just like FSPGX, but you're not paying that, huge expense ratio. So that's why I just want to bring up that to light. It's very difficult. If you can find a growth fund that is better than FSPGX, please let me know, because I have not found one with such a low expense ratio. Thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Always remember, it's not financial advice, but I put my trading journey on there so you can see the YouTube portfolio, what I'm investing in. It's fully transparent. I just want you to see I'm continuing to invest in FSPGX. I also have other playlists if you're interested. I have my members only playlist where I post videos. You can get access to it earlier before the public does. My Gemini cryptocurrency, my YouTube shorts, Fidelity index funds and ETFs. If you're interested in more funds, just like Vanguard as well, I have more funds in there as well. If you just want to see more, if you're interested in day trading, I have Fidelity Active Trader Pro. What is a stock for complete beginners? Just a breakdown, and investing ideas for 2025, the top stocks that I'm putting my money into.